Shannon Sharpe is showing that all HBCU grads aren't for the culture now. So he's serving as a prime example of why we need unity between real ones, period. Whether you went to a HBCU, whether you went to a PWI, whether you never went to anybody's school, we need unity between real ones. Because obviously we are under attack. We're under attack. So let's talk about it. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, okay? So you can make sure you're down with all things IG entertainment, okay? But this here, in particular, is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. I am your homeboy first. You feel me? Like I said, hit that subscribe button. Join the channel and become an official member. You know, to become one of the realest ones. And hit that Cashapp. All right, whatever you give goes back into the company as we continue on our quest to become the Amazon, the Walmart of Black culture. You feel me? If y'all missed it, Shannon Sharpe, during his reaction to the Ed Reed fiasco at Bethune-Cookman University, once again, Shannon Sharpe showed how disconnected he is from the HBCU world and culture right now. You feel me? For those of y'all that don't know, Shannon Sharpe is an HBCU grad with the Savannah State. Was a great football player there. And eventually went on to the NFL and became a Hall of Fame tight end. In my opinion, he is a tight end of the 1990s. He was like that. Okay? He was. What Tony Gonzalez was in the 2000s, what Grunk was in the 2010s, and what Kelsey is right now, that was Shannon Sharpe in the 1990s. Baller. But since this shit has gone down with Deion Sanders leaving Jack State and Shannon Sharpe like going scorched earth to defend his partner, Deion Sanders, in terms of, you know, throwing disses HBCU's ways, and in particular Jack State University. A lot of folk been feeling some type of way about him, you know what I'm talking about? And so now the latest thing with that is, in the midst of reacting to the Ed Reed situation, and while trying to explain to Skip Bayless how fucked up all HBCUs are, in his opinion, he threw Alcorn and Prairie View under the bus and said that they their campuses might look worse than Bethune-Cookman's. Folk Prairie View didn't like that, Jack. Folk from Alcorn didn't like that, Jack. They did not. Totally understandable, too. He might be looking at it like, what the fuck we had to do with it? We ain't got nothing to do with this, Jack. What they got to do with us? But a lot of folks say also that shit inaccurate. A lot of real ones start posting pictures from Prairie View's facilities like, cuz, what you talking about, bro? What you talking about? Now, I ain't see people posting a lot of pictures from Alcorn, but I know as somebody who lives in the state of Mississippi, I've never met anybody that went to Alcorn that dislikes Alcorn. I've never met them. Sure, they exist. I'm not stupid, okay? Every institution has people that are dissatisfied with their institution. But all the people I've ever met, whether it be my youngins, whether it be OGs, if they go to Alcorn, they rep that motherfucker. No cap. One of the best principals that I worked with, named Elbert. His name is Elbert Smith. Shout out to Mr. Smith. Special shout out too, because He's the one that moved me into teaching U.S. history. He's the one that put that on my plate, so to speak. Is that what you say, Mr. Wells? Can I put something else on your plate? He's the one that believed in me with that. And without him making that move and me having that success in that class, I wouldn't have been able to branch out and to become a businessman. So shout out to him. Okay, but I digress. But Mr. Smith went to Alcorn State University, played football there. I want to say on the offensive line. Big motherfucker, okay? We were at some place, you know, it was outdoor event somewhere. And it was beautiful, okay? This is where I was getting my first Teacher of the Year award. And he came up to speak. And I remember this distinctly because it just made me laugh. And he was looking around the place and talking about how beautiful it was, you know, talking about the scenery. And it was beautiful. But he said, whoever made this must have also made Alcorn State University. Just the most random shit. But that's how that is indicative. That is an example of how Alcorn people be feeling about their institution. And I know in the Alcorn Jack State rivalry, shit like that, Jack State supporters like try to talk down on Alcorn about it being a country school and all that kind of shit. But folks that go down there, bro, they be like, they love that shit. They do. And rep it proudly. So when you get on national TV and try to act like their schools all just fucked up, they even worse. Ed Reed around here saying it's trash. Then you go national TV talking to this white man and tell him Prairie View and he's at Alcorn. If you know the culture, you know that's Alcorn. You know goddamn well we don't see no Alcorn. If you know the culture. You know the culture. But then another motherfucker who want to act like he know the culture and shit like that. Roland Martin. He come online. Basically saying, calm down, y'all. I talked to Shannon. He meant to say Valley. Valley ain't got nothing to do with this. I reposted one of my old videos. So I posted a flashback video about me making a comparison between the black community and the ant bed. Now, y'all go check that out. Okay, if you haven't seen that, check that out. It ties into what happened to George Floyd and what's going on right now with Tyree Nichols, long live both of those kings. But in it, I shared the stat that on average, a black person with an advanced degree has less money than a white person with just a high school diploma. Listen to what I said. On average, a black person with an advanced degree has less money than a white person with just a high school diploma. If you're going to sit up here and talk about the conditions at Valley or Bethune or wherever the hell, you have to mention all that shit. Otherwise, it feeds into that false narrative that something that is black run is inferior, or just in general that black people are inferior. And that's bullshit. Put it on some.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?